Peace and salutations. My name is Michael J. Turner. I am the Southwest Shaman, the Earl of Arizona, and you are now shining with the Arizona sun. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here, which is wherever you're at, coming with love from Arizona. This is StereoPHX 888, a channel about personal development and growth on YouTube and how I'm changing my life from low vibe to high vibe. I can't save you, and I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I can share with you how I'm saving myself. And I just wanted to put something out there right now. A little energy, a little good energy from the heart, a prayer. And if you don't know, things can be whatever you decide, when you decide, as you decide. And I've decided right now to use my throat chakra and use my vocal ability to verbalize my feelings and put this out there right now. If you're on the street, yo, and you're in Phoenix, Arizona, I just pray that you're dry, you're somewhere you were able to plan for today, because it's been rainy all day, and I know what that's about. I know what it's about to be out there like that. So I pray that you have the ability to light a fire if you need to tonight. That you're grouped up with some good people around you, and that y'all being resourceful and keeping it peaceful, loving yourself, loving each other, you know, doing more than surviving, living. And once again, let me reiterate, I pray that you were able to plan for today's rainy day, and maybe at the same time we could count the blessings that we are in Phoenix, Arizona, where the extremities of our weather in the winter aren't, you know, off the charts, but still, nonetheless, regardless, it doesn't matter. If you're newly on the street right now and you don't know how to deal with this could be your death night tonight. Tonight you could be your night, you know, I'm just saying. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Cultivate the feelings you need within you to sustain you, and don't give any energy or time to those type of feelings that would draw you down or keep you held in a position of self-destruction. And don't worry about what it is that you do as far as habits and things like that. Substances, let's get past that, because those are nothing but substances. Let's decide on who we are and what we're doing and what we're about. I'm extending this energy now to spread across the entire calle de la Phoenix, Arizona. That's the streets of Phoenix. I've been pretty close to the calle for, I don't know, the last 15 years or so. If you need to understand my qualifying factors, you can go watch the videos on my channel. Starting to rain again right now. I don't want to get my laptop too wet. You know, I've been wanting to get a video outside all day. But yeah, so like I'm saying here, man, if you see someone that's like an absolute destitute, down and out, down on themselves, let's just, at the least I can do in that situation is not judge them. That's the least I can do. I don't have to be involved in anything about them or what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know anything about them or their story. So that's the least I can do, is not judge them. So I ask that of you now. And also, that if you're in a circumstance similar to me, which is a roof, clothes, a cup of coffee, to count those blessings, man, and be grateful, because my gratitude and enthusiasm is one of the things, just one of the things that's absolutely transforming my life from low vibe to high vibe. So yeah, man, it's like, here's a powerful method of alchemizing and transmuting all the energy in the world that we could if we were on the same vibration. All that would take is to not participate. If enough of us are on the same page, and there's something that's in disagreement with us, all it takes is to not participate. I was in prison, right? And I was incarcerated for 5 years in the ADOC, and there was this occurrence where the pizza they were putting out was coming out bad. It was subpar, as far as penitentiary pizza goes. It's not that great anyway, but it wasn't satisfactory to some individuals that decided that we're gonna do something. So the first action that can be taken in that atmosphere with the guests that are staying at the luxury accommodations of the ADOC, the first action that can be taken in those circumstances of a prison to make a change is to you boycott it, or basically what we did was nobody ate the pizza that day. For 1 day. Actually, there was a couple individuals that did, and they shouldn't have done that. And generally, if you do something against the grain like that, when everybody's trying to stand up against the situation, you're gonna get tuned up for that, for sure. I don't know what happened to those individuals, but look, it was a peaceful way of doing it, right? But let me tell you, the way it works is because we didn't eat the food, because all that food went to waste, all that stuff got thrown away. If that happens continually, that starts to people start to take notice of that in higher places around basically it's a monkey wrench. It causes them to lose a lot of money. It's a disruption, and eventually it can cause some major action to have to take place, because what can happen is when it gets there, when it gets taken to that level, individuals, inmates can, and there's a difference between a convict and an inmate, by the way. Convicts will decide that, alright, fuck that, we're burning the clothes, we're throwing all the clothes out, we ain't eating none of the food, we ain't doing none of the stuff, none of the jobs, none of that, we ain't participating. That's how you shut that down, because eventually they need you to participate in their whole thing for it to run. Sure. See, the thing is, it takes a little bit of planning for that. People do get commissary, they can save food and do certain things, and it takes people sticking together and no one crossing that line, breaching the line. But look, there's no violence involved in that. Could you participate in something like that? Could you participate in not participating? So when it comes to like anybody else out there on the street, man, homeless people on the street, don't participate in the judgment and the gentrification of them. You might have heard of the word gentrification. Gentrification has to do with communities and sections of towns and cities, but I'm talking about people being gentrified and pushed. Because look, if this continues as it is, there's parts of the states right now that are like post-apocalyptic in appearance because it's all vacant and homeless people there. Vagrant. All the establishments and homes are they're bandos. They're abandoned. So like, that looks crazy over there. Well, that's become gentrified, and the people there are also, they're becoming pushed away and forgotten, and left there to just be like, fuck it. What are we gonna do about it? We can't do nothing about it, so let's write it off. Well, there's still, and it's like left to one's own devices, right? Unchecked, someone can easily burn themselves up. This is how I think that if it wasn't for my higher self leaving a trail of breadcrumbs to find certain information, as in left unchecked, I would have been 6 feet under. But see, I already knew I was predestined and ordained to do this, because when I was 19, I got shot in the face. The bullet went into my neck, and I survived. I drove myself to the hospital. I didn't just survive, I made sure I lived, but it was more like there was a sequence of events and a series of numbers, right? Input data had to be plugged into the matrix in order for that outcome to even happen. That's why it's all math. It's always math. It's always math. When it comes to events, like, breaking it down, there's always numbers behind everything. So, let me just end this off right now. It's going to be a short video, because I guess I wanted to be able to resonate and circulate and do the damn thing. I guess that's all I want to say to end this off is my heart and my prayers go out to anybody that's cold, tired, and hungry outside, and at the same time has to deal with themselves, because that alone is a hell of a burden and a hell of a weight at times, especially if you don't have the tools to do it. So, coming with love from AZ, this is StereoPHX 888, Southwest Shaman, Michael J. Turner. Peace.